Here we go again with another southern snow system. We'll talk about it. We have extremely cold air that's going to be sticking around out east at least through the end of the weekend. So for those of you in the southeast worrying about that snow melting, well, I think you have a few days. Beginning on Friday, we're expecting some good snowfall to move through the Rockies. And some heavy snow looks to make it into Southern California, of course in the elevated regions, and Arizona and New Mexico. All right, let's talk about the weather. As we push all the way through Saturday, we're going to continue to see wind chills in the mid to low 20s across our central and eastern Gulf states. But as we do get into Sunday and Monday, we'll see those temperatures warming up. And a lot of that snow by next week should be gone, if not all of it. But hey, you still got some time. Speaking of cold air, as we get into the middle of next week, here comes another very strong cold blast for the Midwest and parts of the Northeast, bringing those temperatures in the mid-Atlantic and up through New England 15 to 20 degrees below average once again. We are watching the potential for another Clipper system in the beginning of next week that wants to move down in through the Great Lake region, into the northern Ohio Valley, and potentially into the mid-Atlantic and New England as well. This does not look like a big snowstorm, but it could drop a few inches in some areas. And again, right behind that is another significant blast of cold air. We do expect some troughing out west as we push into Friday with the winter system ahead of it. This is expected to drop a decent amount of snow starting on Friday in the northern Rockies and making its way all the way down to Arizona and New Mexico as we push into Sunday and Monday. Now, in some of these high elevations in the Rockies and Cascades, we could see over a foot of snow. And I do believe this cool down as we get into the beginning of next week in the Southwest is going to be very welcomed. Lastly, we're going to look a little bit farther ahead. Our American model does want another snow system in the southeast and making its way up the eastern seaboard kind of as a nor'easter. Is this possible? Yes, but let's be realistic about this. We're still well over 200 hours out from this potential event happening. Now, I will say this, and I've already kind of hinted toward this in my earlier videos. There is some consensus on another significant trough digging down into the southeast. How far south does this get? Again, way too early to see. This would have to be a very amplified trough to potentially bring another southern snowstorm. Right now, I wouldn't bet on it, but it's not out of the question. If we did see a look like this from our jet stream, we could potentially get a storm sweeping up from the southeast and up towards the northeast. Something to watch. But again, don't get your hopes up yet because this is still well out of forecasting range. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or a sub. I make posts like this every single day and I stream every single night. I'll see you in the next video.